What is up, mama, and welcome back. Today is upper work. You will need dumbbells for this workout and a resistance band. If you don't have a resistance band, do not worry about it. You can still do the move, okay? No worries. However, pregnancy, postpartum, do know that we have some front loading happening within this workout. Please make sure that you are watching your core, okay? Any signs of a tolerance right here in the midline, coning, doming, bulging, or even a sinking in and or pressure down on that pelvic floor, please regress, modify, adjust the move as needed, okay? Other than that, today's is very, very simple. We have 5 exercises. We're going in with 60 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest, and you're repeating 4 times. That's it. You're done, okay? We have a lot of unilateral work today. We will get the other side whenever we repeat. We'll just keep alternating. Not all the moves are unilateral, but we do have a lot of it, okay? Other than that, go ahead and get your dumbbells ready, and let's go ahead and dive on into today's workout. We're gonna get started with some crossbody swings right here. Now I just put my hand on my chest just to make sure that I don't twist with it, because I really wanna work on getting that shoulder area warmed up here. Like I said, we have 5 exercises. Go ahead and switch sides. 5 exercises, you're just repeating them 4 times. You have 60 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest, quick, in and out, all right? Now, if you've never worked out with me before, hi, hello, my name is Bree. Nice to meet you. We're gonna go to some trunk twists ready right here. Now, pregnancy, if this is way too much, even postpartum, if this is way too much, just right here. There you go. All right, now, like I said, if you've never worked out with me before, I do talk a lot, okay? I like to make sure you have form, cue you on that, give you some motivation, encouragement, all right? When it comes to the form, that's huge for me, okay? If you have good form, 1, you're reducing the risk of injury. 2, you're gonna work the muscles we actually want to work, right? Bring them up right here, W down, bring it forward, pull it back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together for me, okay? But not only that, like I said, you're gonna work the right muscles, all right? When you don't have good form, you're not gonna work the right muscles, you're gonna have imbalances happening, increase your risk of injury, and you're probably not gonna see exactly the result that you want, okay? Also, I give modifications, advancements when available, and pre-postnatal adjustments. Please feel free to always just start the move and then adjust as I talk, okay? Whether it's with form, modification, whatever it might be. Go ahead, come into a hinge here for me, right here. I always show full out first and then go into any modifications, advancements, and adjustments, okay? Go ahead, give me some inchworms. You're gonna walk it out, so you're gonna hit a nice good high plank, or you're gonna come to mod, whatever works for you, and you're gonna walk it back in. Locking that core before you start to walk it back. I know this is upper body work today, but your core still works a lot. And remember, your core is more than your abs. There's a lot of muscles involved in it, and they work a lot during any type of a workout to help you stabilize, okay? Go ahead and stop down here. You're on all 4s for me. We're gonna thread it through. If you can tap that shoulder down, tap that shoulder down. If not, please do not worry about it. Just go as low as you can, where it's comfortable. Good job, keep going. We're almost there. Go ahead and rest it for me. Grab your water, grab your weights, move 1. Let me talk through that real quick. You're gonna give me 3 bicep curls. All right, after the 3rd, you're gonna rotate your palms in, come up to 90, give me 3 external rotations, all right? So maybe don't go full bicep weight on this, maybe just a little bit below it, okay? Because the external rotations, you don't really want to go too heavy on those, okay? So 3 and 3. All right, that's it. Simple, sweet, to the point. It's okay if you try a weight and you're like, wait, that's way too heavy for external. That's okay. You can always switch it out. You can always go 3, drop weight, pick up a new weight, whatever works for you, okay? We got less than 15. I want you to make sure that your feet are planted underneath your hips. You have a slight bend in your knees, never lock them out, okay? Rotate that pelvis. I need your hips and your ribs stacked, okay? Core's nice and engaged. Get ready, let's go. Give me 3 curls. Elbows are locked in tight here. Nice and controlled. You're not going as fast. It's not about how many reps you can get in, and then 3. Now for these external rotations, right here, what I don't want you to do, you keep going. To mod this move, you're just gonna lessen up on weight, okay? I don't want you to do this. Elbows, no matter what, this entire move are locked into your side. Act like they are super glue. They can't move, okay? They can't swing back, they can't swing forward. They're not flapping out like a bird, okay? They're locked in tight. If they start to move and go in any direction, we are not working on the muscles I want us to work on, okay? Core is engaged here. No arching back and no slumping forward. Nice, good, tall, proud through your posture, okay? You're doing great. Control that descent and rest. You have 20 seconds. When I'm talking about controlling the descent, so first, gravity's trying to yank it down for you. When you work against gravity and you let that muscle lengthen, you're doing what's called an eccentric contraction, and that is where we get a lot of the gains, the progress from, okay? So get ready, let's go. 3 curls, 3 rotations. There we go. Nice, slow, and controlled. All right, it's not a race. Especially on those external rotations. Sometimes what I'll see people do, I like to call it the turtle, but they'll like do this with their head, as if that's making the weight move any further. I see it a lot of times with push-ups, with rows, with tricep kickback, stuff like that. Back flies, everything. All right. Don't do that. Everything stays still except for your arms where they need to work, okay? Control the move. Up your weight if you need to. If you need that challenge, up your weight, swap it out if you need lighter for this external. That's okay. You're almost there. And rest. 20 seconds. We go again. I told you this is gonna be fast, right? Boom, 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 in and out. Now, we only have 40 seconds between each round, okay? So just know that. I'm gonna talk fast. All right, get ready. We go in 3. 3 and 3, ready? Let's go. There you go. Nice and controlled. When you're just doing this, you're missing out on what I told you about, that eccentric contraction. That is where we see a lot of gains for the muscles, okay? Because they get more time under tension. They're getting to their full length, which means they have to work harder, all right? And they're fighting gravity. That's a big one. That's a big one, okay? You can't let gravity win. You're doing great. Keep your shoulders out of your ears, okay? Your upper traps should not be kicking on to do this move. And if they are, or you find yourself swinging, drop weight, all right? You're doing great. You got less than 10. And if you need to, if you're like, wolf, do one side at a time. Totally okay to do, all right? Rest. I'm just gonna get a couple more in here. There we go. Make up for what I didn't do. You're doing great. You ready? You go in 3. 3 curls, 3 rotations, go. Guess what? This is your last round. For round 1, all right? For exercise 1, I should say. There you go. Nice and engaged. We're not flying out, remember? Control the move. And if it's too hard with weight, totally okay. And you're like, but I don't feel it without, totally okay. Grab that band that we're gonna use and you can use it here. All right? Totally okay to do. Do what you gotta do. Core is nice and engaged. No arching, no rounding. Elbows locked in. Ribs are not flaring out. Stacked over your hips. You still have that slight bend in your knees. We're not locking them out. Control this move, even if you can't go back that far. That is a-okay. Get ready. Woo! All right, next move. One side, we'll alternate, okay? You're gonna give me 3 rows. 1, 2, 3. Then slowly lower half, pulse, half, pulse, half, pulse for 3, relax. So 3 regular range of motions, then 3 pulses. So you only go about halfway down and then go right back up, okay? Grab whatever weight you need. You are doing it for a minute, so let that sink in. I'm gonna move my bench here and use it. Ready? Go. So remember, 1, 2, 3, then lower half, pull up, half, pull up, half, pull up, and then relax, all right? Now, when it comes to a row, your shoulder blade goes back first. It needs to go back first. You are trying to get your shoulder blade back towards your spine. That's the first movement. Then your elbow drives the weight up to the top of your hip. Your elbow then goes down to release the weight, and then your shoulder blade goes. So when we're doing these pulses, in all honesty, you should be picturing your shoulder blade staying near your spine and not fully relaxing away from it, okay? That might help a little bit with that contraction, okay? But doing that helps those lats to really kick on, okay? And relax. All right, you're just gonna go to the other side. Just gonna go to the other side. 3 and 3. Now, you do not have to use a chair, bench, or couch. If the standing position is way too much, then yes, come here, take a little bit out of that core, okay? Allow it to relax a little bit. Other side, get ready. Let's go. You can also go to the ground on all 4s. Totally okay to do. All right, but the thing is, I need your chest as much over the ground as possible. And when you take so much of the core work out of it, it allows you to really focus on getting that back engaged just a little bit more, okay? There we go. Breathe for me. Never hold your breath. Never hold your breath. You're not arching and you're not rounding, okay? This is a good hinge movement. So rotate that pelvis, lock in your core. Your ribs are over your hips, okay? Karate chop at those hips. Right here, nice, good deep hinge, chest is over the ground. Even if you're up on a chair, bench, or couch, okay? If you are using a chair, bench, couch, or even just the floor, the weight is in this front hand, okay? It's not back on your foot, and relax. No matter what though, your core needs to stay engaged. I know when we are coming and using a chair, bench, or couch, it takes a lot of the work out of the core, right? Because you don't have to stabilize it as much, but it is still working, okay? So you still have to keep it engaged. Get ready, go. 3 regular, and then 3 pulses. All right, I'm gonna move this to the side so you can see a little bit more if you need to. You're doing great, you're doing great. Breathe, stay focused for me. You're doing great. You're doing great. Think of how many times as moms we bend over in this hinge position and pull something up to us, okay? Go ahead and relax. We are working on good functional movement, all right? Just gonna move this again. I'm like moving it all around. I just wanna make sure that if you can see me the way you need to see me, just in case you do, right? All right, ready? Let's go, this is your last time. I told you this one was gonna fly by, right? I want you to take that descent nice and slow. Gravity doesn't win, remember? You're doing great. Breathe for me. Remember, if you're feeling it in your low back, rotate that pelvis. Get it into a neutral position. Almost there. Keep going for me. You're doing great. Now the next one coming up, you might want to go a little bit lighter or have 2 dumbbells ready. You're going to do overhead press to skull crusher, okay? And relax. But we're doing it on one side. Now, if you want to, pregnancy, postpartum, even mod if you need to, you can always sit down to do this too. Again, help that core relax a little bit, okay? If you start to notice you're using your low back a little bit too much, sit down, totally okay to do. All right, so one side, you're gonna load it up, ribs stay down, you're gonna give me 3, it's 3 for everything, right? 3, load it here, rotate, so now palm comes to the inside, and you're gonna give me skull crusher. All right, now for this one, if you are not controlling your elbow, get ready. Let's go. You will feel a little bit in that shoulder. So you need to control the elbow, rotate in. If you want, hold onto your elbow here, extend up. All right, this helps it hold it in place. But if that's way too much, do your 3, one arm, then hold 2 for the skull crusher. Totally okay to do, all right? As you do this though, I want you to make sure that you're not letting your ribs flare out. Lock them down. Act like you're doing a small little crunch to the top of your hips. Hold that, engage your core and hold that. And again, if you need to, do one arm for your overhead press, then grab the other for 2 arms when it comes to the skull crusher. If you need to do it, it's totally okay. All right, you're doing great. And rest. All right, you're gonna go to the other side. When you're doing overhead press, make sure that you're not directly out to the side here, okay? I want you a little bit in front, okay? Ever so slightly in front of your shoulder to help make sure that you're not gonna wreck your shoulder, okay? You never wanna be fully out to the side, okay? Other arm, lock it in, let's go. Full extension, make sure your knuckles are going up to the ceiling. Don't let your wrist fall back, okay? Punch that ceiling out, rotate it, stabilize, extend. And again, if you need to, come here and use 2. All right, you want your biceps to be close, in line with your ear, all right? To mod this move, you're gonna use 2 hands or you're gonna lessen up on the weight, okay? 3 and 3. Again, control the descent. Gravity doesn't get to win, right? Ribs stay down. There we go. 3 and 3. Breathe. And rest. Now I am going to alternate between weight. I need a little bit heavier for my overhead than I do my tricep. So I'm gonna do just a little bit more. If you didn't know, unilateral work, which is what we're doing right now, is great. So good to do. Ready? It's good no matter what, because it helps your body work through stabilization patterns. All right, your core kicks on a little bit more. It helps it prepare for anytime you're doing work in regular life, right? Regular functional movement where you are working just one side of your body, it prepares it for that. It allows it to have that strength for it. And in pregnancy, it's really good because it's a way we can work the core without stressing the core out. So not only to mention, but in pregnancy, you typically get a lot of muscle imbalances and doing unilateral work can help you fix them. Now I put my hand here just so I can always tell myself, ribs down, okay? Because I am somebody, if I don't consciously try and check it, I will flare my ribs. So I have to make sure I lock it in. I'm aware of it, relax, and I work through it, all right? Other side, how you feeling? How you doing? You're good? Guess what? You only have 2 exercises after this, all right? 2 exercises left. The next one is where you'll need the band if you have it, okay? Get ready, load it, go. Load it in here. There we go. Take it how you need it, right? If you need to slow the move down even more, slow the move down even more. Adjust your weights. You're doing great. Keep pushing for me. This is your workout. Make it work for you, but don't cheat yourself out, okay? Challenge yourself, progress yourself. That's the way you're gonna see results. You can't stay in your comfort zone. You need to break out of it, okay? Even if it means you try something and you can only do it for a few seconds, few reps, that's okay. Guess what? You now have a new best. You know you can lift that amount of weight and you try to beat it every time. And woo! So don't ever doubt yourself and don't ever worry about, oh my gosh, I can only lift that for like 3 seconds. I can only go full out for 1 rep. That's okay. I would much rather you figure that out than you stay in a comfort zone, never challenge yourself, and never see results, okay? Band, if you have it, you're gonna place it around your wrist. You're gonna have triple high 5 to 2 push-ups, all right? 3 push-ups, sorry. Right here, you're gonna go high, side, low, and then 1, 2, 3. Ready? Join me. High, side, low. Load it up for a push-up and give me 3. Now, if you don't have a band, no worries. You just do it without. All right? Now, to mod this move, you're gonna come down into a mod plank here, okay? Tap, tap, tap. You don't wanna rotate your body as you tap though, no matter whether you're modifying or not. And then you'll set yourself up for a push-up here and give me 3. If you need to, you can also, pregnancy, postpartum, or even more mod, come to a bench, chair, couch, even the wall, and do the move from there. Totally okay to do, all right? You're only doing one side. Sorry if I forgot to mention that. Now for a push-up, when you're doing the high 5, your hands are gonna be underneath your shoulders, except for the one that's moving, right? When you go into that push-up, get ready to rest, relax. I'm gonna talk you through this. You're gonna step your hands out ever so slightly outside of your shoulders. When you go into the push, I need you to arrow back with your elbows, meaning don't come out to a T, bring them down a little bit, as if you're making an arrow with your head being the point and your elbows being those side wings, okay? Ready, go. When it comes to that T position for a push-up, a lot of people say, that works the chest more, ever so slightly. Like the smallest amount more to where it really doesn't matter and it's not worth putting your shoulders at risk for the injury that can actually cause, okay? Additionally, when you are doing a push-up, mod or not, it's not this, all right? Nope, we don't want these muscles working, okay? It's your whole chest. You're acting like your head down to your knees or down to your toes, depending on mod or not, is one single flat board of wood, all right? It doesn't move. Your elbows and shoulders are the ones doing the move here, okay? Core is locked in tight, all right? Widen the base with your feet so your hips don't rock, okay? You're doing great. Push through and rest. You're doing awesome. You're going back to the first arm, okay? Now, if you modded, try to not mod. Even if it's just for 1 high 5 or all 3 high 5s and then you have to go back to modding for push-up, that's okay. Try 1 push-up full out, even if you don't go all the way to the ground. Challenge yourself somehow, some way. Ready? Let's go. You only have this 2 more times, so I need you to push yourself, all right? Prove it to yourself that you can do hard things, because I know you can, all right? You're doing great. You're strong. Keep pushing, mama. Let's go. Do not get discouraged if you have to take more breaks or modify. It does not mean you're weak. You still go, right? Your mod, you take a brief break, you jump back in, you're getting stronger in the process. If you quit, that's when there's no progress. So keep pushing and do not beat yourself up if you need to mod or take a break. I will never come at you for that. I want you to do what you need to do to push through, to challenge yourself. Go ahead and relax and to show up and be consistent. That's not gonna look 100% every single time. Sometimes you're gonna show up and you can only give me 30. That's what I want then, all right? One final time. You ready? You got this. See where you can challenge yourself. I believe you can. Let's go. You're doing great. All right, even if you don't think it, trust me, I'm here telling you, you are, okay? Let me be that voice if you need it. Let's go. Push for me. God didn't place those goals, those desires to get healthier, to get stronger, whatever it may be on your heart, for no reason. He believes in you. Use that as fuel. The God who created every single thing, one, saw you and was like, she's so important, she needs to be here. Two, she needs to be the mother of those children. And three, she can do this hard work to reach these goals, and I believe in her. He believes in you. Go, you can do it, all right? You're strong. Say that. Say, I'm strong, I'm capable, I'm worthy, and you got it. You have one final round, okay? Now, it's an upright row, one arm at a time. Upright row, 3, right? 3 and 3 to 3. Half snatches. It's not a full snatch. Down here and up. Sometimes people will call them clings. Sometimes people will call them half snatches. Sometimes people will even call them a full snatch. I call it a half snatch because it's half of the move. All right, so upright, 3. When it comes to this half snatch, you keep the weight close to your body and you try and go all the way up as fast as you can, okay? Ready? Let me show you. Give me 1, 2, 3. Drop it down, up, reset, up, reset. Stick that move, up, reset. Now, to mod it, okay? You do your 3 upright rows, then you're gonna do another upright row. If you need to, help it. Come here, that overhead press we did in the beginning. Help it again if you need to, drop it down, okay? Break it down, it's totally okay. You're still gonna feel it, I promise, all right? So 3 uprights, 3 half snatch. Make sure you land that half snatch, ribs are down, they don't flare up. All right, before you bring the weight down, pause and hold, okay? I know your shoulder's probably feeling it, and relax. Now you're gonna go to the other side. See, aren't you glad I gave you some unilateral work, because now it gets a break, right? If not, they'd both be going, okay? When it comes to the upright row, which you're about to go back into, I want you lifting to chest height or just below. You're not high pulling it here, okay? That is going to wreck your shoulder. Go. Same thing, very similar to the push-ups. Studies have shown that going any higher, ever so slightly, a little bit more work. Not enough to make it worth it due to how it can cause shoulder impingement if you go too high, okay? And if you're like, hold up, wait. This side's a little bit weaker than the other side. Okay, we found an area to work on, right? But I don't want you dropping weight on that side. That's when the imbalance is gonna happen. If you need to modify on that side, try to get it back up to the other side, right? But don't drop weight. That's how imbalances will happen. Don't up your weight either. Sometimes people will be like, oh, well, I just need to lift more weight on this one side since it's weaker to get it back up to the other side. No, please don't. Please don't. Almost there. And you go ahead and rest. I'm just finishing this rep. There we go. Now we're going back to the other side. Guess what? You have 2 minutes after this rest. Well, a little bit over 2 minutes. 2 minutes and 20 seconds. And then we cool down. How awesome is that? Get ready. Load it. Let's go. Up. Nice controlled. Core is engaged. Ribs aren't flaring up. 3 and 3, okay? There we go. You can add a little bend there. That's totally okay. Control the move, all right? Don't let gravity slam this down, all right? You're doing great. I promise you, you are. You're so close to the end of this workout. Don't quit on me now, okay? If you need to, right here is totally okay too, okay? I know it's burning. Fight through it. You got less than 20. Breathe. If you drop weight on one side, you drop it on the other, okay? That's the deal. So you can drop it if you want, but do the same work on each side, okay? And rest. Shake it out. Tell that arm it's done. You're done. You get to relax. Here on out. All right, other side. You're doing great. Give me 1 more minute. 1 more minute. You got it in you. You are stronger than a minute, okay? Ready? Let's go right now. You're stronger than a minute. You are stronger than any move I can throw at you. I promise you. Let's go. Prove it to me right now. I want you to picture those goals that you have, those whys that you have. This is where you fight. When that burn becomes way too much and like, oh man, it's burning really bad. All right, focus on why you're here, why you're letting it burn right now. What are those goals? What are those deep reasons why you're doing this? And I'm not talking because you want to look on a vacation. What are the deep reasons? Are you trying to help a health condition you might have or one that runs in your family? Are you trying to have more strength for your kids, more energy for your kids, more focus, better sleep, to be able to go up and down stairs and pick up your own groceries, go ahead and rest at 80 years old? When it starts to get hard, you can't just quit because it's going to get hard. Go ahead and cross it over for me right here. You have to start to think about, why am I here? Because it's going to get to that mental point where you're like, I have to find my reason why and push through, because sometimes we get there and we're like, I don't want to do this anymore, right? But you got to figure out why you're doing it in the first place and fight for that. Go ahead and switch. Because if you don't, you're never going to reach it. You're never going to reach the goals. You're gonna look back in a month, 3 months, a year and be like, I wish I would've just pushed through. Because look at all the progress I could have made. Don't let the toughness, don't let the lack of energy stop you or deter you from pushing through, okay? Go ahead and pull back right here. Triceps. When it gets hard, you fight back harder, okay? Even if you never work out with me again after this, promise me that no matter what, you're going to keep fighting hard. You're going to keep working hard. And that you will not stop until you reach those goals. Switch arms. Go ahead and relax. Give me a nice big shoulder rolls to the back. Nice, big, and exaggerated. Once you think about opening up your chest here. There you go. Good job. Go ahead and switch directions. Again, big exaggerated. Think about opening your upper back, okay? Good job. Go ahead, gently bring your ear down to that shoulder. Don't bring your shoulder up to your ear. Let it relax. Gently bring your ear over to it. If you need deeper, pull that arm back. And ever so slightly rotate your chin down to your collarbone, your nose towards your armpit, and gently pull down here. Gently release, other side, ear to shoulder. Now just a reminder that tomorrow in the morning, we have a live workout right over here, 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. So come join me, come work out with me. The link for that live, go ahead, rotate your chin down to your collarbone, is gonna be in the description. So if you go to the description of this video, it'll have the link there. If you click on it, it'll bring you to like the placeholder of the live, and it'll have a little icon that says notify me. If you click on that, it'll actually send you an email and an app notification if you have the YouTube app. And it'll send you a notification there and say, hey, this live has started. That way you can just click on it and it'll bring you to the live. But 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, cardio and core. Again, mods, advancements, pre and postnatal adjustments will be provided. Go ahead and relax. Shake it out for me. Of course, cool down some more if you need to. I just don't want to hold you up too much longer, but please make sure to fuel yourself, stay hydrated. And Mama, thank you for being here. Thank you for working out with me. Please make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you know anytime that I post anything or I go live, and also invite your mama friends. Let's keep building this mama community over here. Come follow me, join me on social media so we can hang out there too. And other than that, I hope to see you tomorrow in my live. If not, there will be a little upper body stretch and mobility coming tomorrow morning as well. So if you want something to kind of reset your day or to do after the workout tomorrow morning, that's gonna be there as well, okay? Other than that, Mama, again, thank you for being here, for pushing yourself, for challenging yourself, and I cannot wait to see you right back here for our next workout together. Have a great day, night, week, weekend, whenever it is for you, and I will see you very soon.